Good morning. This is Sekou Radio. Today, our guest is Angela Radigan. We are talking about health and wellness, and we're going to discuss a product called Keto. And this product who's making a lot of headwaves. So, Angela, can you introduce yourself to our radio's listener?
Hello, Sekou. Hello to you all. Thank you so much for letting me come on your show as a guest today. I really appreciate it. My name is Angela Radigan. I am a mother of two. I've been married for 23 years now, and I've grown up in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania all of my life, and left Pennsylvania approximately 17 years ago. But when I was living in Pittsburgh, I was in the travel industry. I was a flight attendant for approximately 12 years for U.S. Airways. And then we moved to Florida after having the two children. And once we moved here, I was in the fitness industry, personal training certification. So I got a lot of background in fitness and wellness myself. And once I moved to Florida, fitness is a very big industry here. And about 18 months ago, my friend turned me on to the ketones. I've been drinking them for almost a year now, and I feel amazing.
So ketone is, you've been using it for a year?
Almost a year.
Yeah. So just to help our listener a little bit, what is a ketone?
So ketones are fuel for your body. So what I do is twice a day, I have my morning that is caffeinated that I just mix in water. It is not a meal replacement. It is really fuel for your body, so that when you do drink this packet, it will put your body into ketosis within 30 to 60 minutes of drinking the beverage. Very simple to do.
So our next question will be, what have a ketone done for you?
For myself, personally, I have lost approximately 15 pounds. Weight loss is not the only thing that it does for people. I know people who have lost a lot of weight being on the drinking ketones and being on a low carb keto diet. I personally follow more low carb than keto, but I do have a little more fat in my diet. I have no brain fog. I do not crave sugar or carbs any longer. I also have a suppressed appetite, and my energy for every day. I don't need that caffeine at 2 o'clock where I used to have a lull every day at 2 o'clock where I would just, my eyes would be falling in the back of my head. I would do everything possible to stay awake, drinking an iced tea, drinking a coffee. So by drinking the ketones, the energy, the stamina, the weight loss is a huge plus for myself.
Right. Now, how you recommend this product to someone new, friends, or someone who showing interest in the product?
What we like to do is a lot of social media, right. Facebook, Instagram, and then another way that we go about letting people know about ketones is a keto life party where we shake up the different flavors and let people taste it. And once we do that, people have it's like a light bulb goes off in their head. They just feel so amazing by drinking them. And once you get on the ketones, you will see such a change in your life, in your mood, and like I said, weight loss is a benefit I've had. I know people who've lost, 70 to 100 pounds drinking ketones, because you are cutting out carbs and you are cutting out sugar. And I've tried this prior with other diets, cutting out things, and it's just, you feel so restrictive. By drinking the ketones, it keeps my appetite under control, and I don't feel like I'm constantly wanting to eat carbs and sugar.
Right. Now, when I look at the product, I see keto and I see ketone. What's the difference between those two?
So ketones are a fuel source for your body. So you drink the ketones. We are born with ketones in our body. When you're first born, your body has ketones in it. Your body's in a state of ketosis. As we get older, our body loses the ketones. So by drinking exogenous ketones, it fuels your body with those ketones, and it makes your body use your fat stores as fuel as opposed to glycogen that was already in your body. So by drinking this, that puts your body into ketosis. Keto is a diet plan that a lot of people follow without drinking ketones, and you can do it, but by drinking the ketones, it boosts the keto diet. So a lot of people will follow low carb, higher fat content. Myself, I personally do a lot of protein and vegetables, and I'm very satisfied by doing that. So I kind of do keto, where I do sometimes have more fat with nuts, avocados, healthy oils, and so on. And that's how I fuel my body.
Is this product safe?
Yes, it's very safe. It actually, we've got millions of customers throughout the world drinking ketones. And if it was not safe, I would not be drinking it.
Is the product natural?
Yes, actually, ketones that we drink, the Keto Nat, is a naturally fermented ketone. It's the only ketone in the world that is naturally fermented, and also there are no artificial flavors in the ketones that we are drinking.
So this product have, can you school us? I'm assuming you have a different type of flavors. I think I tried the limes. Can you school us a little bit about the different variations of type of it?
Sure. There are certain flavors that you can get on Smart Ship that are available at all times. There is a lime flavor, which is kind of like a lemon lime Gatorade flavor. It's not very sweet, but it's got some sweetness to it. There is a Maui Punch, which is kind of like more of a red flavor. Maui Punch, it's more of a punch flavor, not too sweet. The Heart Tart, which I like a lot in the morning, it's very, if you ever had sweet tart candy, it is that type of flavor. And then we do have limited flavors that my one favorite is Fairy Dust. And it's kind of, I like to call it Christmas in a cup. It's kind of got a hint of cranberry to it and a little touch of cinnamon. And it just, to me, when I drink it, I just feel like it's Christmas in a cup. That's the only way I can describe it. And we do have caffeinated, which is equivalent to drinking a cup of coffee. And then in the afternoon, around 3-4 o'clock, I like to do my non-caffeinated beverage. And so we do have charged and non-charged for people who don't like caffeine. But I will say, out of any product I've ever tried, I do not have the jitters. I've been on diet products before that have caused me to have the jitters. That's why this, to me, is a lifestyle of drinking my ketones. It is not a diet plan or a weight loss program, but people have seen results losing weight by drinking ketones.
So you mentioned that to recommend this product, you advertise on Facebook. Can you elaborate on your Facebook, where people goes on Facebook to find you?
On Facebook, to find me, you would look under Angela Painter Radigan. That's my maiden name and my married name combined. And if you look on Facebook, if you search me as a friend, I can contact you through Facebook. A lot of ads that we do, we try and drive people to our Facebook. We show testimonials, results that people have had by drinking ketones. Like I said, I've got friends that have lost, a guy and a girl that I know very well. They've lost over 170 pounds between the two of them by doing ketones for, I want to say, a good year and a half, almost 2 years. And some people have very fast results with the weight loss because you are not eating sugar and you are not eating carbs. You can have carbs. They're not saying you cannot have carbs, but because some people want it more for the energy as opposed to a weight loss product, because a lot of professional athletes are now seeing the results of drinking ketones, and it is going to be a huge thing in the future for athletes, for moms, for kids. Everybody will be drinking ketones.
Now, you're talking about testimonial of somebody losing 170 pounds. That's a lot. So it's fair to say that ketone is you lose a weight by using this product?
A lot of people do lose weight. I personally have lost approximately 15 pounds. I did not have a lot of weight to lose. We don't try and market it as a weight loss product because we don't want people to think that it is a diet, because it is not. It is a lifestyle. And people do have a lot of weight loss on this because you are cutting sugar and carbs where you're not even craving them. You're eating healthy food, nothing processed. You're eating stuff that's not out of a box. You're eating chicken, vegetables. It's amazing how you will feel on these ketones that you don't crave sugar anymore, that you don't crave carbohydrates.
Right.
But if you do have carbohydrates in your life, you still can be drinking ketones and putting your body into ketosis.
Okay. Now, let's go to Instagram. You mentioned it, Instagram also. How you advertise on Instagram and how people can get to your site?
My Instagram is Ang Radigan, A-N-G, Radigan, R-A-D-I-G-A-N. And you can find me on Instagram. And the same type of thing. We do testimonials, people who have increased energy, stamina, athletic performance. And when people are drinking the ketones, we do try to get as much of the testimonial of the people who are having wonderful results by drinking ketones. And a lot of people end up doing it as a business because they are really enjoying the product, and I've never stuck with anything as long as I've been on drinking my ketones.
Good. Let's move on to Ketone Party. You mentioned that you host Ketone Party to invite people. Is anyone allowed to come to this party, or is exclusive party? Or tell us, or tell the radio listener, where can they attend Ketone Party in order to test the product, to learn more about it, and to meet a person like you, Angela, who has good results with the product?
Well, what we try to do is meet with our team members at least once a week, if not more often, and have mastermind meetings. And then we will, in turn, have a date that we choose on the calendar for a Keto Life Party, which is basically when people come to hear about our product, taste the different flavors. We shake up a couple of different flavors and speak to people And then we always like to have someone come who has had an amazing